Hopefully you guys can hear this. So first thing that we will talk about as we go into this is my playbook that I use. I use West Coast on this team and Bills on the other team. I like both of them. They're very good. But it doesn't really matter what playbook you use. The route combos and the adjustments should theoretically be the same. It's just a matter of finding the plays that you like. Let's fix my uniforms, because these will be terrible. Oh, those are okay. It's the home ones that suck. So, in this tutorial, I'm going to just try and pass the whole time. Ezekiel Elliott won't like it, and I'll try and talk you through the coverages that I'm looking at, but it's hard in a live game, or else I'm going to take a bunch of delay games. And we'll see how it goes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and...
All right, Larry, thank you very much.
All right, got to turn down the announcing so that you can't hear them and me at the same time. In-game commentary. Okay. All right. If this goes like my last few games, I will give up a touchdown here because I have not stopped the computer from scoring its first drive in like 6 games. All right. Oh, did you see that user pick? Yeah, buddy. Smith used to be on the Bills, and I traded for him. He has 3 pick sixes in 3 games. This is going to be a really terrible tutorial if I never get the ball offensively. Ooh. I like playing with no announcers. I can actually hear what they're saying on the field. Oh my God, make the sack, thank you. Uh-oh. Ooh! Oh shit, we're gonna return it for a touchdown. We're not, well, that started off good, and then it went really poorly.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Not helping. Paris. Alright, here we go. So, formations. Like I said, doesn't matter. It helps if you know your formations and you know what you like. I'm going to set my audibles to the couple of plays that I know and I like. So I have them on here. And we're going to run this one. Wide receiver post. Don't have a lot of time to do any adjustments here, so we're just going to take the play as is. That's a pretty good play, because it only got 3 routes. It's easy to read. So let's come out and let's go with mesh post. So I really like those post routes. Anytime there's a play with those, we're doing good. And then what I like here is Dunlap on the left has a guy pressing, so I'm going to put him on a fade, and then I'm just going to look to see if he beats that guy. He doesn't, so now I'm looking in the middle. Oh, that's a bad throw. Oof. I forced that one. But that's one of the things I'm looking for. I'm looking at for what the cornerbacks are doing, and then what the safeties are doing. Because what I want to attack the middle is a cover 2. Where both safeties step back. Let's see if we can see that in the instant replay real quick. Because I think that was a cover 2. So if I had had more time and wasn't talking, I would have seen that those two guys are pretty far apart. The two safeties are pretty far apart. So that indicates possible cover 2. And that means my post is going to be a pretty good route to run. So I start the play, and as soon as I start the play, they both step back and outside. That's obvious cover 2 situation. So then the question is, what's happening in the middle of the field? And what I should have seen is that middle linebacker is guarding the middle third. If he's not guarding the middle third and going deep like that, that post is wide open. He's covering it, and I shouldn't have thrown this ball, but that's the read I should be making there. And then if none of that is open, I go and look underneath for someone who's popped open, and if not, I run the ball. So let's go. let's go back to this wide receiver post. So same thing. I really want to get it to Dunlap. They look like, oh, they're not in cover 2, so I'm going to just let the play go as is and look for a circle or X. See, so I sort of knew I was never going to, like, Dunlap wasn't set up in a way that was going to be open from before I even snapped the ball. So I didn't even look his way. I just looked X and circle the whole time. Like, before I even start the play, I can eliminate some of the options. So let's go stick. This is a good play, but we're going to make some adjustments. We're going to put Huff on a fly because I want to attack the middle of the field and try and hold for Hazel there. And then, so this looks like 2 safeties, or this looks like cover 2 because they're standing both wide. They haven't adjusted up or down. So when I snap the ball, I'm going to look for them to split apart. If they split apart, I want to see if Huff gets open because he's the one I'm expecting to get open. They don't split apart. Now I'm looking circle, throwing to the outside. Ooh, that's close. He didn't get his feet down, but that's the right read. So he cut to the outside. I tried to throw it on his cut, and there was no one underneath, so that was a pretty safe pass. So I only use, 3 or 4 plays in every formation. I'm not going to try something that doesn't work or that I don't know. I'm going to put Elliott in the block because I'm never going to throw that route. So same here. Safeties haven't moved, so I'm going to look for Wilkerson in the middle. And if not, if that's not there from the get-go, I'm going to look low. All right, they didn't step apart, so I'm not going to look for Wilkerson. Square is going to be open. But you see how wide open my guys are? Like, you got to know, like, who to eliminate almost immediately, and then, that's not good. I also don't really want to sub in Des Bryant. Hang on. Let me see what's going on with my depth chart now. Des Bryant's super slow. I don't really want him in. So Broyles is out. No, Hazel should be in. We'll see if Hazel comes in or not. I don't understand that substitution thing because it's never the right guy. All right, so we're going to go to this stick play because that corner route's very good, especially at this deep. So see, Bryant's in. Oh, because Hazel moved over there. So I'm going to put Bryant straight up. Oh, okay, so that guy dropped down. This might be a blitz, in which case Bryant might be open quick. I'm going to watch for that, and then I'm going to look at Wilkerson. There's Bryant. See? And I knew that was probably going to happen before I even snapped the ball. Based purely on what the safety did there, right? So we go look at the instant... we kill this play. And we go look at the instant replay. Where we have more time. So we're looking at the field, right? This is what we see pre-snap. The safety has come way down, and he's not really covering anyone. So this is probably zone because the corner on the right over there is still hanging out. Although it could be man, because I do have a guy out there. But like I know that guy's probably not going to do anything. So really, I'm looking over here. I know you guys like that slant across the middle. I just don't like it. And look how many defenders are there to defend it. Like I can just basically eliminate this whole half of the field to start. So I'm only looking over here. I know that corner route is a good route in this space. But at this point, like I said, I've made the read that the safety's coming down, possibly on a blitz, and Bryant's going to be open just on a quick, if I put him on a fly straight up, he's going to be open right away. So we snap the ball, and I'm looking right at Bryant. And Bryant's starting, and there, he's open. He's already open. I've already made my choice, and in fact, I'm a little slow. I should probably make the choice a little quicker. But look, all these guys came on the blitz. It's an all-out blitz, and Bryant's open right there. I angled the pass inside by using the right stick just a little bit, just to keep it away from that corner who's guarding the corner route. But look over here, too. This corner route, which I said was a good route, is going to be open as well. And so is the tight end running free there. But watch, he's going to cut. If I throw to this guy on that cut, with it pointed, left stick left, that he's going to catch that ball almost 100% of the time and run it in for a touchdown too. Like Bryant might actually be the riskier pass there based on the read, but like it didn't matter. They're both going to be wide open. But I read that. I knew what was probably going to work when I picked the play, and then I knew what was going to work based on what I was seeing in the defense. I haven't seen the situation yet where I can really adjust to tell you guys, but that's not a very clear adjustment. I don't get that one where they blitz a lot. The one I get a lot is two adjustments. If the corners are way back, I adjust to an out route and then smart route it, so it's a really deep out route to the sticks. And deep outs are only ones that work. A short out, the corner will jump it. But if it's a deep out, your guy will almost always be open if you hit him on the cut. And I'll try and find one and show you guys that. The other adjustment is when you see the corners very close pressing, always adjust that receiver to a fade, especially if it's cover 3 or cover 1. Like if the safeties are offset, they're not even like they are in cover 2, you know that guy, if that guy beats his guy on that fade, he's going to be running free if he has any speed straight up field, and all you have to do is hold left stick up and lob it and let your guy run underneath it. And I'll try and show you that. And I make that adjustment like 50 times a game, and he gets open maybe 3 of them, but on those 3, 2 of them are touchdowns. And that breaks the game wide open when that happens. Anyway, I'll try and show you the fade thing and the outs thing. Those are my main adjustments, and then keeping in mind, and then looking for posts over the middle or flies straight up the middle of the field against cover 2. So basically, we come out, read the defense, look at the corners. Are they up or are they way back? And then look at the safeties. If the corners aren't up or way back, you're not going to make any adjustments with your wide receivers. And then, so then you read the safeties. Are they standing even to each other? Like straight up and down without moving? Like see how that guy moved down? Like that indicates cover 3, which is what I'm in. If they're standing totally even with each other just outside the hashes, it's probably cover 2. And then you just got to watch them. You got to get a route that goes up the middle somehow, and then watch when the play starts. If they both step away from each other to the outside, you got cover 2. You want to attack the middle of the field there. And then there's some tricky stuff you can do on defense to, fake that. Oh, that was terrible coverage. I got that pick earlier, and then I blew coverage there. They bailed me out. I shouldn't have ran at that guy. Should have let him come to me. They aren't very good offensively. We're going to run all over them here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Oh, here, look. Now we have a chance for a 95-yard touchdown. All right. Let's use a different formation than the one we used last time. Where's my formation? Is it this one? Ah, crap. I don't know what formation I'm looking for. Oh yeah, it's this one. Okay, stick, FL dig. Ugh. I picked a run just because I was running out of time, sorry. So we're going to run it one time here. Ezekiel's going to get a 95-yard run and screw up our tutorial. Alright, we got a little more room now. Alright, let's just make sure we set some plays we like. Trail shake, outside zone. I'm going to go to a screen here. And then I'm going to come out and go Y cross flood. Okay. 19 seconds. Put Ezekiel in the block because I'm never going to throw that route. Alright, this is not cover 2, but see, so Wilkerson has that guy pressing. I'm going to watch him, and I'm going to put Dunlap on a fade. I'm going to watch them both. I'm going to look for the one that breaks free. Dunlap. Look at Dunlap's open over there. And then just chuck it up and let him get some speed. Oh. So that one, he actually didn't break the coverage as much as I wanted, but he's so fast that I figured I had a chance at it. But even there, he almost caught it. So let's go again. Let's go with FL dig. So put Elliott in the block because I'm not going to throw to him. I'm going to put Hazel out. Okay, so Wilkerson's being pressed down there, so I'm going to put him on that fade again. I'm going to watch. I really think Huff's the one that's going to get open here because he doesn't have anybody on him, and those guys look like they're in cover 2. So watch for cover 2. It's not there. Ugh, I hate everything about this. Okay, and I got sacked, and sometimes that happens. I mean, we're trying to get big plays here. We're trying to run the bombs, so it's kind of making our offense a little one-dimensional. But come out in this play again. I like this play. All right, Huff might be open across the middle. So here, I don't have any. I don't like anything about this. Like, I don't know anybody who's going to get open here. So we're just going to pray. Press X to get Huff to go upfield, or not X, sorry. So on that I did user playmaker. As I was scrambling out, I saw Huff coming across. I flicked up on the right stick, and he ran upfield. And like that sort of play, like 1 or 2 of those a game that gets you a first down when you probably don't deserve one, is what leads to you blowing the computer out. All right. So here comes this play. I always put Russell on this fade just because I think it makes this play better. But here's Dunlap getting pressed again, and the safeties are way down. I think Dunlap has a good chance to break this. There he goes. Hold square. I could walk in from here. See what I'm saying? 80-yard bombs, my friend. 62 yards. So let's get out of this and go look at what I was looking at. Instant replay. I really hope my voice is going to be working, because if it's not, this is going to be a real bummer of a thing. Okay, so here's what we look at when the play starts, right? So this is actually really good. Actually, over there on the right's a really good one too. So when the corner is pressed and way inside like that, if you put that fade on, you have a, which is triangle, the receiver, and then right stick up, not the fly, which is the straight one, the fade one, which goes slightly to the outside. Your guy has a good chance of getting a good release and breaking free and being 1 or 2 steps ahead. Sometimes multiple steps ahead. So same thing over here. So he's pressed, which is what I really want to see, and then he's on the inside. And then when I look at the safeties, they're way down, which means it's probably cover 1, or they're doing something weird in terms of a blitz maybe. So what I did was my standard adjustment, which puts 16 on a fade that I just think makes this play better. I put Zeke in the block because I'm not going to throw that route. And as soon as I snap the ball, my eyes look over here at, is it Duncan? On that corner. And you can see he beat the press pretty easy. And he, like right now, once he's beaten the press, I pretty much know he's going to be able to get this bomb. So as soon as he's got some room, and then I try and let him get a little bit of a run, but that defender's coming right there, so I gotta throw it. So I hold up on the left stick and just chuck it deep. Just lob it and throw it as far as possible. And look at Duncan here, right? Look at what he's done. So he's beaten this coverage. Right now I know he's probably going to beat it. And look, I'm already throwing back there. And he's so fast. That's why having speed matters. Speed matters more than anything. And I throw it, and by the time the ball gets here, he's, a step ahead. And then you hold square to get that catch on the run, and you get a little bit of a speed burst because he speeds up. You can actually see him sort of jump ahead there. And then that guy almost never makes the tackle on that play. And then showboat your way into the end zone. But every time you see that press, you should put that fade on. It won't always work. You gotta watch the guy. Sometimes the corner will drop back and won't actually press, or sometimes your guy just won't beat the press. And when that happens, you just immediately have to abandon that route. You'll see it right away. He won't beat it. You just have to say, hey, he's not going to beat it, and I'm not going to throw that pass to him, and move on to something else, even though you really want to. But I mean, look at the passes that I'm throwing here. I'm throwing to guys who are almost wide open every time. I'm not forcing passes in where my guys are getting clobbered all the time, because I'm looking at the field and figuring out where the defense is going to be and throwing to the guy I know is going to be in the spot that the defense isn't. And this works on every difficulty level. This will work against all Madden, whatever. You just got to adjust your sliders so that to make it harder for yourself. But like I said, you get in a close game, you get 2 or 3 of those passes like that, and get a first down or get a big touchdown when you're down a score or two. It really makes a difference. You really put the computer in a bind. They have to play a real perfect game if you can score at any point in time. I mean, Andrew Luck's 6 of 8 at this point. He's tearing it up. Now he has thrown a pick 6, but that might be roughing. Eeks. Perfect. Shooting themselves in the foot.
Still second down.
Oh, get it, dude. Oh. Holding again.
Holding offense. Still third down.
Oof. Alright, we're going to be aggressive. We want to get the ball back, score 2 more times, and be up 35-0 here. He might fake it. Alright. Oh, what's that guy doing? Calm down, dude. Alright. This is plenty of time to score, especially since we're just passing the ball. Alright, here comes another formation I like. Trips. Is this the one? Yeah, okay. I'm going to switch this to double China, which I like, and then what's the other one out of this that I like? Slot drive. Okay, now we're going to come out. Where's that double China? Come out and double China. Put Ezekiel in to block. Running out of time. Oh, I picked the wrong guy. Shit. Waste of timeout. I should have taken the penalty there. Shouldn't take the timeout, but I'd rather talk to you guys and show you what I'm doing. Alright, double China. So this one's good because I don't have a good tight end. On the Bills, I had a good tight end. Put Elliott in the block. Alright, see these guys are pressing, but it also looks like cover 2, so I kind of want Dunlap to stay on that post. But I don't think he's up enough. I'm going to leave it the way it is and just see if Dunlap comes open. And then if it's not Dunlap, I'm going to look for Huff on that outside and then underneath for someone coming open. So here we go. Alright, they stepped apart, so I'm going to look for Dunlap. Dunlap's my man. He's right there. He's wide open. Told you. This thing is easy peasy Japanesey. Slot drive. This is a good play. Except for that. Put Ezekiel in the block. Alright. Snap it. I hate everything about this. Alright, that play didn't go as well as I would like. But, I mean, I gained 8 yards and I stopped the clock. All things considered, that's not too bad. Doubles flex is another one I like. Oh, because I like this Z spots. And then tight end post. So let's go with that. Ooh, shallow cross is good too. Alright, shallow cross. I gotta use up more time. I'm gonna take the penalty. Normally I wouldn't switch formation. I'd go back to one of my formations I already had the audible set up on and just try and score, but I'm up 21 and I'm showing you guys stuff, so it's a little bit. Alright, tight end post. This is a good one because it's got a corner, a fade, and a post route. So whatever defense they come out in, I'm probably pretty good. So Hazel's my guy. They're pressing, and he's sort of to the inside there. I'm going to put Zeke into block because I don't care about getting 2 yards from him. And it's going to be Hazel. Hazel's going to be his guy and be wide open. There on the left, over there. In fact, let's look how fast he is. He's only got +1 speed. He's still going to beat him. Here we go. Beat him. Oh, no, he didn't. Shit, I lied. See all that? I lied to you. Let's see what happened. But see, I didn't throw the ball there. So see, I was very much wanting to throw the ball to him there. I made the read. I was excited for it. I thought it was going to be it. I wanted it to be right. So he snaps the ball, and I look over there, and A, he didn't press him. That's always a bad sign. And B, he doesn't really get any separation. Like if we go down here and look, he's not separated. There's a world where maybe I throw this way to the left and he catches it going out of bounds, but he's not beating this guy. We want him to be a step ahead. He's just not beating him. So what I did, I snapped the ball and I looked over there, and this is exactly what I said, and this is where you have to be disciplined and be willing to take a sack or, a bad play. It wasn't what I wanted, and I was only looking at that guy. So I tried to look away and then find somebody else, and if you actually look, Huff's open over the middle if I had looked for it. But at that point, like, I was screwed. I had abandoned my sort of hope, and I just let myself take the sack because that's better than throwing a pick there because I get one more play. And one more play may be all we need to break something open. So let's come back out here. Same play. Just the opposite way. So they're definitely not in cover 2, and they're not really pressing. But I don't need Dunlap to do anything, so I'm going to put Hazel on that fade anyway. Zeke in the block. Because really what I want here is a bomb, and I'm looking for Wilkerson or Hazel to beat their guy. And if they don't, well then fine, we'll get out of the half and do whatever. But look, Circles beat him. He's got a chance at it. Pass interference. Oh my god, how is that not pass interference? We had a good chance at that. Like, just situationally, it's fine for us to do this. Like, you know, in the middle of the third quarter, I wouldn't run this play this way, but so I looked over, I just looked right, and he sort of had him beat, and given the situation, I figured it was worth the pass, and he actually ends up beating him, and he's a yard ahead, and then the corner grabs him, and it should be pass interference, and I should have the ball right there. So it's 4th down and 15 at their 42. I'm actually just going to go for this just to try a different play. Gun doubles. I think gun doubles has some plays I like. Nope, I lied. What is it? Let's go back to bunch weak. We're going to go with my favorite play, wide receiver post. I like this one because I could also put Wilkerson on that fade if he's... Okay, so Dunlap's going on that fade because that guy's pressed into the inside. If it's not him, I'm going to look for Hazel or Wilkerson based on what I see. He beat it, but he's got safety help. So I'm going to take circle. Yeah, nothing there. It wasn't really a good play. Under normal circumstances where I wasn't trying to force a pass, I might run it there, just bail and use Dak's legs to get a run. But this is me playing the game just based with adjustments. Like, I'm not really... Like, I could come out in any play and make those adjustments. Those adjustments are just hot routes. They exist no matter what play I'm running from. So, come back out here. And... I like this curls because I can make easy adjustments out of this one. And it's got that post route. So put Zeke in the block because those purple routes suck. It might be cover 2, but I sort of doubt it. So I'm going to look for Hazel. And Dunlap's pressing. Like, I could just force this maneuver in here, even though I don't think it'll work. I don't think either one of these guys are going to get open. But let's look. It's cover 2. It's going to be Hazel. See? It just... All I did... I talked about that like right when we started there. I just said it's probably cover 2. So as soon as I snap the ball, I watch this 2 safeties. See how they drop back and outside? That's cover 2. It's cover 2 every time. You don't have to you know where the safeties are going to be, and they're both going to cover the guys streaking down the field right now. So now I just rely on my blocking. They're only rushing 4, and I have a million blockers in. Now I'm just waiting for Hazel to clear that linebacker. As soon as that linebacker stops moving, I look to make my throw. I try and throw it straight up the middle of the field. Like, this can be dangerous. Sometimes he throws a really terrible pass and that safety gets back because they do. In real world that doesn't ever happen, but you know, try and force that up the middle away from whatever safety's closest, and you'll get a good play. Sometimes you get it on the run, and you cut right between the 2 safeties for a touchdown. All right. I'm probably thinking Huff's going to be open here. Nope, it's cover 2. It's going to be the post. If he doesn't drop it, it's a touchdown. It's a 60-yard, 37-yard touchdown. 60 yards was overestimate, I guess, on my part. But that guy was wide open, and you know, I knew it from the sort of the beginning, like, or at least from like the first second the play was run. So we're back in the same play. We're not even going to run anything different. Still might be cover 2 because of the way the safeties are. I could probably put Wilkerson on this and see, but let's watch. It's cover 2. It's going to be that guy again. See? And you see how open he was? Like, I knew the second I snapped the ball where I was probably going with that and who was going to be wide open. And he was wide open. So here's where I get bogged down. This is where I almost exclusively run. And I will run that halfback stretch because against goal line it's very good. But let's set my audibles. This, I don't like X post. I like flanker drive. Let's run the stretch. I'll show you. We're gonna come out here. If they're in goal line, we're gonna run the stretch against it. It'll probably be open. Oh, I couldn't do it. See, I screwed it up. Anyway, I was in goal line. I had a good chance of getting around the edge there. Like, when they're in goal line, they're so far in the middle, they can't cover the outside. And unless that corner gets off or the linebacker makes a really good read, they're not going to beat it. So here, this is where you guys throw those slants all the time, but this is where I like a Z spot. This play exists in a million formations. Let's go the other way with it. So I'm going to put Hazel just on a flat drag because I don't like that guy when he moves like that. And then I'm just going to watch. Really what I'm reading here is Jenkins, Zeke, and Hazel. If Jenkins isn't open on like man or low coverage, I'm going Zeke or Hazel. Oh shit, I got sacked. And I got sacked because I wasn't even looking at the guy. Like, but look at that. I mean, there's just no blocking there. But Jenkins was open. Jenkins had man there. Like, if we go back and watch the replay and ignore the fact that I got sacked. So, snap the ball. I'm looking at Jenkins. I'm looking at him hard because, like, right now I'm trying to make a decision on what he's going to do, and I'm waiting for him to break. As soon as he breaks like that, I was ready to make that pass. And just lead it towards the corner, because if you just lead it towards the corner with like a little bit of a lob, he's probably going to make the play. Zeke's covered because it's man, right? You see that guy's got Zeke, but that man coverage there is totally beatable up and deep, and you can actually get that route like farther back in the field for a big, huge gain, especially if you have a fast tight end versus sort of a crappy linebacker. Okay, so here's flanker drive, which is a lot like the last play, but we put Zeke in because he's on a purple route. Really, we want Jenkins going straight up the middle here. We'll put Huff going straight up the middle here too. We just want to see if one of them pops open. Nope, so it's going to be circle. It's wide open. Holding. Those little drag routes I like a lot. Sometimes they're just wide open, especially down here late. That's essentially what I use as my slant. So here we're deeper in the field now. Let me see if I can show you that same play with Safarian Jenkins. So if we get man coverage here, we can go over the top to Safarian Jenkins. All right. Let's put Huff in the block. We're not going to throw to him anyway. All right, so here we go. I got that. Nope, it's not man. That guy's covered, so we're just going to run. Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, that didn't go well. We're trying something there, though. All right. Pretty deep. It's 3rd and 30. So we want our post. It's not there. Oh. So this is the coverage you want for one of those long outs, but it won't. This is too long. It won't work. Like if I go like this and go put him on that deep of an out, it won't work. But we'll try it. Wait for him to make his cut. Oh, it almost worked. So,
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
oh, we got bailed out. So you can see how that can work on like a 12-yard out or a 15-yard out. It works great. They'll never cover it. You can get a first down every time you see that formation. All right, so here we go. We're gonna look for Safarian Jenkins. I don't see a lot of safety help, so it might be man. And then we'll put Fowler in the block there. And then last ditch scenario, we're looking for Bryant on the drag, or maybe Hazel if we're really lucky. But we're gonna look for Jenkins, and then if it's not Jenkins, it's Elliott. It's Jenkins. See, that's the exact play I was talking about. That little lob up in the corner when you got man. He beat his guy. I threw it on the cut. Easy peasy. Instant replay. We'll show it again. So I said Safarian Jenkins is who we're looking at. So I'm looking at him right away. I'm looking for man. I see man. As soon as he cuts, I'm like, especially with the cut. But as soon as he cuts, hold up and away and throw a lob pass and just get it out in front of him. Who's this guy? Bilbo. Oh, Bilbo. Bilbo ain't going to make the coverage there. It's easy. And if I was in the middle of the field when I ran that play, I'm 80-yard touchdown. I have a 95-yard touchdown with Evans and Njoku in both my leagues on basically that exact play. I mean, we've got a little bit lucky here. We've had a couple of fumbles that they didn't get, but I'm not throwing picks. I'm not forcing the ball. I'm not running around all that much. If there's nobody there, I'll run, but I don't need to run. So I haven't been. Oh, see that play they ran, that double post, PA post? I like those routes with the three guys that come across. I think I have one in one of my formations. If you're really running it and you can get the computer to bite, it can be a really big play too, especially if you have speed guys who can run the cross. This is why I adjusted the sliders to try and make the computer more consistent offensively. Because when they're playing well, they eat up a bunch of time. I don't get to run as many plays as I want. But Luck's kind of playing like butt. Oh, Smith. This game feels like it's taking forever. I think it's partly because I'm just passing the ball, not using up any time. Alright, oh, we got away! Wow. Alright, let's see if I can find one of those play actions. Is it this one? Alright, yeah, this one's a good one, I think. Yeah, okay. So here's this play action, right? I really like these play actions where they have three guys running across. There's any sort of trips formation might have this. I'm going to put Dunlap on a fly just to have him clear that safety, or that corner. And then I'm really looking probably for Hazel somewhere in the middle based on what I'm seeing from the formation. Yep, there's Hazel. You see my ability to call it before we even run the play, because I can see what the defense is going to give me. That's not like, I'm not like super smart, guys. Like, it's just easy stuff if you know what to look for. Where's that double China? Because I like that corner out at this distance. Zeke in the block. They're all pressed up, so I think it's going to be Huff. Like, all their safeties are up. It's probably man again. Oh. It was wide open again. Like, if Dak makes a better throw, it's wide open. So, yeah, it's man coverage. Cover one robber. That's open. That play's open every time on man. Every time. All right, let's try curls, because I think we can get something in the middle of the field here. Zeke in the block. All right, I see the safeties. Oh, they're looking like cover three. See how he's moved a little bit? That doesn't... I'm going to put Dunlap on him, just to give me more options. I'm still going to look for R1, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to run. Slide. Boom. Didn't like it. Didn't force anything. I could have maybe went over the middle, but I didn't want to force it, so I just took the play. So here, I'll show you what I do. I'm going to run, but I'll show you what I do here. So it's 4th and 4. I'm going to run a stretch, but I also have a audible that goes weak side the opposite way, just so that depending on what they come out in, I can change it. So I'm going to stretch to the wide side. They are not in like a goal line that's compact, so I'm going to switch to this play, my inside run to the opposite way, and I'm going to look for a hole here. Didn't get one. Okay, so we're going to come back out. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to run this 3 times if we have to. There's no reason to pass here. There's no reason to risk giving up points. So once again, they're in a not goal line formation, so I'm going to put it on my more inside play because they have a better chance of getting to the outside. I'm going to look for a hole. They're doing a good job of locking that up. So I'm going to come back out. I'm going to run it one more time. Here I sort of want to pass. I might, in a different scenario, consider going for a pass. Usually those passes break down into Dak going for a run. See, I don't like this. Like, I feel like they're going to... I'm going to audible. I'm going to audible the ace drag. There you go. We're looking for X. It's not there. We're going to run. We're going to run, but Dak's going to score a touchdown. Like, they're not even going to try and play it. Like, I told you. You could score almost every time with that. They don't play it right. They're dumb. And I audibled there, and I didn't really know who I was going to pass to, so the one guy I thought might get open didn't, so I just immediately ran, and they never cover that right. It's frustrating, too, because your guys won't do it either. Your guys will totally screw it up. Unless you do it themselves. Like, they get just jammed up. Like, look at, okay, so I decide to audible here, and really the only person I'm looking for is Huff right here. He's going to do a little come across the middle, and he's not going to be open. At least I don't think he was. I didn't look that hard. But see, I don't think he's open there. Like, maybe if I had thrown it right now, he's open. But by the time I sort of was like, okay, he's open, like, or he's already covered by that other guy, and nobody else is open. This is garbage. So I run, and by the time I'm running, I'm not even trying to pass. Like, I'm not even looking at those receivers. What I'm looking at is what those 2 douchebags up there in the corner are doing and covering that guy, because they're both going to stay there. And I do not throw to this guy. He looks like he's going to get open right there, but he's going to do something dumb and run the wrong way. So if I had thrown the ball, Dak would have thrown it way over to the left, and it would have been an easy pick. And because they never run to the correct side, and sometimes I don't even trust them when they're standing still because they'll run at the last second. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm running. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I'm running, but chances are it's going to happen exactly the way it did, which is they both guard to the inside and don't stop me from running to the corner. I've scored like a billion touchdowns doing that. Rarely will that corner safety combo figure their shit out and come down and actually stop you. Usually what stops that run from Dak is a linebacker from the middle on a spy, or the end gets out and contains you. That might stop you. But in that scenario where they're covering that guy, they won't figure out how to trade off. They just won't. And there's no setting in the game that's going to make them do that. They'll do that on Madden too. The only difference with Madden is they're a little faster. Oh my god. Oh my god, really? So I was in cover 2. He did the exact same thing to me that I'd done to the computer. I was in cover 2 and he just went straight up the middle, right between the two safeties. That's the exact throw he's supposed to make. See, there I wish your guys covered a little better. Now Andrew Luck can't be stopped. He's the greatest quarterback that ever lived. Alright, now we're going to cover 3, see if this safety can do something.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Alright, getting down here.
Still first down.
So defensive philosophy, I always match personnel. They've got 3 wide receivers, which means I'm in nickel. Except for when we get down inside the 15 or so, then I always come out in 4-6. I never go goal line, because of the same reasons that I was saying when I was telling you what plays to run against it. I never go goal line, and I never go like nickel, like 4-6 gives you a bunch of guys in the middle without being totally up in the middle of the formation, so that they get beat to the outside real easy. You'll still give up passing touchdowns that you shouldn't, but just because the computer's zone coverage isn't great in there. Alright. So here, I'm actually going to go 4-6 already. We're going to pinch the line, press, watch for a pass, but it's probably going to be a run. I think that was my fault. I got suckered on the play action. Alright. I'd like to get the ball back one more time. Cover 3 zone. Press. Underneath. Pinch the line. Spread the linebackers. Watch for Chamberlain. Alright. Fire zone blitz. Baseline. Press. Underneath. Oh, that's Smith again. Is he gonna get his second one? Yes, he is. Showboat. Boop 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 boop. They had him on the trade block. I don't know why. He's a 90s superstar safety. He's amazing. He's played for me for 3 games. He has 4 touchdowns, a fumble recovery, and a couple sacks. For some reason, in the end of the 2 minutes, they get really aggressive with that, trying to
False start.
get you to jump, and they get a ton of false starts in the last 2 minutes.
Cut his left. Cut his left. Hey, 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 hey. Four down, four down.
I don't think I'm going to get the ball back, fellas.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Hey, four down, four down.
See? I don't know why. Like, I've seen them get 7 false starts in a row trying to do that.
False start. Offense.
I actually had them lose a game one time trying to do that. They drove themselves out of field goal position. They did it like 6 times in a row. I couldn't stop them. Like, there was nothing, like, they were just doing it. See, he's trying to do it again. I don't know what the deal with that is.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
False start. Offense.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all
I wonder if it's some sort of programming where the game thinks they're going to get free yardage on the default sliders, and since we have the sliders changed, like, they get a lot more false starts called.
tight end left. Tight end left. Hey, boys, we got four. Four down.
See? And your guys never jump. You almost never get encroachment in that scenario.
False start. Offense.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Tight end right.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this happen. Maybe it's something I'm doing. I don't realize it. Oh, Badamosi. Should have been a pick. Alright. Take a fair catch, see if we can... I want to get that scenario with the deep corner so I can show you guys how that play works. They haven't run a lot of it. It's usually, that means it's either cover 4 or man when you see those deep covers. Cover 4 is the dangerous one. They also have a cover 3 that looks like it. That can be very dangerous too. So let's go gun. Just gun doubles. Doesn't really matter. I'm really just looking for adjustments. So let's go... Ugh, no. We'll go bunch weak. Deep attack. Every time. Alright. See, they're not there. So it's cover 2. Those guys, those safeties tell me it's cover 2. Oh, maybe cover 3 moved. So, we're going to watch it. Nope. We're going to look for somebody to get open. Oh. Ooh, see, that was the worst pass I've thrown all day, and I was trying to force it. And I didn't need to throw that pass. That was a garbage pass. I never should have thrown that ball. So here's my play I like. Ooh, see, cover 1. There's only one deep safety. We're putting Dunlap going out, and then we really want Wilkerson. All right, they didn't bump, so it's Wilkerson. Like if you don't know your plays enough to do what I'm doing right now, that's the difference. That's why I throw 20, 15 picks a year, 1 a game at the most, and you're throwing 50, right? Because I know my plays and I know what they're going to do, and I'm not running other plays. All right, this is Bryant up the middle because it might be cover 2. Dunlap on the fade because he's being pressed, and then let's just see what happens. Cover 2. It's going to be Bryant if he can get open, but God, he's so slow. Going deep. Oh, that one was a risk, and with a different player, I think it would have worked better. I mean, like when I threw that, I was specifically taking a risk because that linebacker was running with him. All right. So, here we are again. Might be cover 2. Gonna put Wilkerson on this fade because just because he's being pressed, just to see. But I suspect it's gonna be Hazel. Nope. We might have Wilkerson. Nope. Oh, there's Hazel finally coming over. So I'll show you what I read there. So on this play, it was nothing that I thought it was, because I was like, ooh, maybe cover 2, but then it wasn't, and he didn't really press over there either. So when I snap the ball, I'm looking for cover 2. It's not cover 2, because see how those guys jumped to the inside? That means it's definitely not cover 2. So since it wasn't cover 2, I looked over here for Hazel, who I put on that fade, and nothing's happening there, right? Like, he didn't get pressed, he's not beating that guy, so I move away from Hazel, and I immediately glanced underneath to this guy on the drag right there, and he's open-ish. You could throw that ball and get a couple of yards. But when I looked over there, I saw the space that middle guy, Wilkerson, is coming into. So as soon as I look here, I'm like, oh, I could throw this to the X. Oh no, look, Wilkerson's going to come free right there. And like here you can see Dak's arm starts to move, so I've pressed the button like right there. Press the button. I'm holding to the left so that I throw into the space that there's going to be no defender. So see how he throws it way over to his outside? That's because I held to the left. Dak wings it over there, and there's nobody within a million yards of him. Like, it's easy. All right, let's do my play again. So we know my plays. We know Z spot. Right? We're in the zone where we want to use Z-spot. We think that's a good play down here. We're just going to run it. There's no reason not to run it. All right. Put Jenkins in the block. This looks right. We got one man deep. That means it's probably cover 1, which means probably man. So look for Huff. Huff, Zeke, Russell. Those are the two. That's the order. So there's Huff. He's not open. Zeke's open, though. So, see? Zeke was wide open. We threw it. There was no chance we're going to get an interception. We didn't get a touchdown, but we could have. So now we're going to come back out inside the 5. We're not going to pass inside the 5. That's redonkulous. We're going to run. So they're not in goal line, so I'm going to audible to this formation and look for a hole. Zeke breaks a tackle there. We're in. But he doesn't, so we're not. We'll get a first down. So first down, what are we going to do? We're going to run this stretch play 3 friggin' times. Now they're in goal line. Now this stretch play has a good chance. If that linebacker on the outside jumps to the outside, we're boned. And if that corner gets to the inside of Dunlap, we're boned. That could happen. But we have a real good chance of scoring here. We run down the line and see that corner got off of Dunlap. So sort of both things happened there. We didn't get sealed on the outside, so that linebacker pushed his guy way outside with his guy. And okay, so let me start. So as soon as I snap the ball, I'm looking at that outside linebacker and that first inside linebacker. The outside linebacker gets hung up. He doesn't totally bust outside, but the inside linebacker doesn't bust all the way to the outside. So I can't cut back and get inside, right? I got to go outside here. So I go outside, and it's probably okay here, blocking-wise, to get outside if Dunlap manages to hold that block over there. But he doesn't. The corner gets off, and then he's down. You know, about 50-50, you'll run this play, and that corner never gets off the wide receiver, and you get an easy run in the end zone. You can pick whatever way you want to go. We're going to run the exact same play the other way. See what they line up in. All right, so see how they're all spread the fuck out? It means we're going up the middle. We're going to just look for the hole over here on the left. What's the linebacker do? It's just not there. I mean, they're stopping us right now. That's fine. But we're not getting mad about that. If we really needed a touchdown, we might consider a pass here. We don't really need a touchdown. It's 42-0. If it was 7-7, we don't really need a touchdown, right? So here, I'm actually going to audible to a pass because of the formation that they're in. I'm going to put Zeke in the block, and I want Wilkerson. Wilkerson is my equivalent of your guys' slant for this play. He's going to come across, and he's going to run that little flat, and if the linebacker does the right thing here, Wilkerson will be wide open. I can hit him on like the 2, and he'll go in the end zone. There it is. Just barely didn't make it. But we went to that play because they came out in a really spread out formation that was going to stop the run. And that's why. So we took, we read what they were doing and made a choice. So here we come back out in the play that we know. And now, see how they're all like in there? Now we want those 2 linebackers. We're watching those right-hand linebackers. We're going to run it to the outside. We're going to see what they do and go away from them. See? Easy. It's so easy. And this is where speed matters. Like, even if Zeke's not even that fast, but if you like Pinkston makes that even easier because he's so fast. So we snap the ball. I'm watching that far outside linebacker and that next inside linebacker. So they take away the middle. Now, if I was really quick on the sticks, which I'm not because my old thumbs won't do it, I could maybe cut inside there and get to that hole, but those backside linebackers are filling it in. So I see the outside, right? I actually haven't hit turbo yet. As soon as I see that guy right there, I hit turbo to run away from him. And you just watch what they've done. Like, they have gotten off, so I can't immediately cut up. If there's no one there, if this guy 95 isn't chasing me and that guy isn't right there on the goal line, I immediately cut up and go for a touchdown to get inside the corner. But see how the corner never got off the block? So I just keep going the outside, use your speed, and get there. Sometimes it's I mean, that's maybe the hardest run you're going to get with that, right? The hardest one is all those guys jump to the outside and you cut inside. Reading that's really hard. But this is really easy to read. Boom. And I ran it 5. How many plays did we just run? Like 5 plays down here in the goal line, counting that first down. Almost all of them were the exact same run or run combo. Like, why do anything different? Do the things you know how to do. And there you go. I wish I could have shown you guys that out. Because when they're really deep and you run that out to the sticks on their cut, you'll get it every time. But just keep an eye out for it. Watch for super deep safety or super deep corners. Do audible that receiver to an out, and then audible him to the smart route, which will put him to run to the first down line. As long as it's about a 10 to 15 yard out, he'll go up. As soon as he cuts, you throw it on his cut. The only thing to watch out for is if they're being tricky and that linebacker or safety is lingering underneath, that means it's cover 3, and that guy will pick that ball up every time. If he's not there, throw that ball. You're going to get a first down every time. You might need to hold X to like tap your feet, but you throw it there. Occasionally you'll do a spin move and break it for huge yardage. Like I almost completed a 25 or 30 yard version of that on that play where they roughed the kicker. Anyway, hope that helps. Talk to you guys later.